And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. An AL West matchup on the show. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the Athletics. Jon Sciambi alongside Chris Singleton. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars in the sport, Rickey Henderson. He leads the team in wins above replacement, so most days you can expect him to be a big factor for these guys.
Yeah, Boog, he's definitely a huge piece of the puzzle for this ball club right now. He's just having a really nice year, and that's on both sides of the ball, not just offensively. You talk to guys in the clubhouse, the coaching staff, they always have great things to say about him, and they say the team really looks to him to be one of the on-field leaders day in and day out.
Just a little bit away from first pitch, and on the hill, Catfish Hunter. Base runners are tough to come by with him.
Real stingy, man, not allowing guys to play the game, just keeping them at home plate. I mean, just ridiculous. Someone with, I mean, he's dominating hitters, and a guy like this on the mound, one of the elite starters in the game right now.
Bunting for a hit, and that goes foul.
First pitch, 7:05.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Carrasco hauls it in for the out. One away. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. It features a great veteran presence, Ken Griffey Jr.
Well, this guy's been one of the greatest RBI men of all time. You talk about clutch hitting, there he is right there. I mean, in a tough situation for the defense and for that pitcher, this is the last guy you want to see, because you know when he steps in the box, he usually delivers.
Ken Griffey Jr. in the box here lets that one go for a ball. With Jr. probably one of the sweetest swings we have ever seen, and certainly as signature a swing as any player has ever had. Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike one.
The whole setup for Junior, the way he waggled the bat, the way he was able to just effortlessly move that swing through the zone. Just a pretty thing from start to finish.
1 out, bases empty. Next offering misses. Now 3-1.
And even though he was on the big stage playing in front of thousands of people, you always remember the hat backwards, big smile on his face. He kept this game that can have a lot of stress in it fun, just like he was a kid.
And a 3-2. Stays alive. Draws the walk there. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat. Man at first with one gone. Edgar Martinez up next for the Mariners. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. And a ground ball to first, and that's a foul ball. Hunter, a former Cy Young Award winner, he features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. In the air, right field, Carrasco sizes this one up. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Richie Sexson. Here's a high chopper, Tejada. They take the force out, and the inning is over. 1 left for Seattle, and the A's will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. On the hill and coming off a great start, Bryce Miller. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
And now Ricky Henderson. And a foul ball. That one fouled off. The 0-2. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, Miguel Tejada. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Splits the plate. That's strike one. First, nobody out. Ricky runs. Caught and missed. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. Right-hander kick steals.
That's a ball.
The shortstop takes the ball. Runner in scoring position, nobody out here in the second game of the series.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Popped up. More. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Batting third.
Time now to check out the A's lineup. And down towards the bottom of the lineup, hitting 8th here, Jason Kendall.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
This to center field. It falls in, and that's a hit. The run comes across, and the A's score first. It's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Runner takes off. That one pulled foul. Runner goes again. Pitches low.
Ball, 1 strike.
And that's a stolen base. Not even close. 1 out and a runner at second. And that one is inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That one fouled off, 2-2. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Griffey drifts towards it. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2.
Batting 5th, first baseman, number 25.
Mark McGwire up next for the A's. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back there. It's a ball. That one felt good. It's 3-0.
He's been so difficult to pitch against lately. It seems like no matter how you attack him, he finds a way to punish you.
It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
2 outs, nobody on. Now it's the second baseman. And that one in the air center field. Griffey has this one sized up. Hauls it in to end the inning. The A's with a 2-run blast. As the A's are on top. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back.
Leading
All
off
set for the start of the inning. And now for Seattle,
3.
Alex Rodriguez. Hunter back to work. On the ground right side. In plenty of time to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting 6th, left fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball still 0-2. One down, base is empty. In the air, right field, Carrasco. Sizing this one up, corrals it. 2 down.
Batting 7th, catcher Cal
2 down,
Raleigh.
base is empty. Cal Raleigh, the next to hit. Chopped left side. Throws to first in time, and that is that. Nobody left for Seattle. They trail in this one 3-0. Bottom of the inning.
Leading
Now it's the
off
veteran
for the
outfielder,
A's,
Johnny
center
Damon.
fielder, number 20.
Right side. And that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. Well, he thought about 2, but he's back to first safely. Next up for the A's,
Batting
Jason
8, catcher,
Kendall.
number
One of the
18.
stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Save at second, and he easily steals the bag. Damon at second with nobody out. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Rodriguez hauls it in, and there's one away.
That was a good pitch to hit right
Batting
down the heart of the
9th,
plate.
third
Had pretty good
baseman,
timing on it.
Max
Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Max Schumann up next for the A's. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? Out towards right center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's an RBI single, and it's 4-0.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Now, Ricky Henderson. Tap foul at the plate.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. 2 out.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
He swings and fouls one off. 1 run across in the frame so far. Bottom half of inning number 2. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Griffey under it. Nabs it. That is the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Top half of the
Leading
third
off
inning.
for
Now the
Seattle,
third baseman, Kyle Seager.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Hunter ready to fire now. Right through there for a strike. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that one is lifted in the air. One up, one down. Here's Dylan Moore.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
Fly ball to right. 2 down.
Now batting, number 52.
Back to the top of the lineup, and stepping in for the Mariners, Ichiro Suzuki. Flied to right his first time.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Comes up empty.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And Ricky Henderson the grab.
Let's take them higher now, take them to a higher ground. Against all odds, now you can't tie us down. Stronger, baby, now we don't cry loud. All we know is how to get it started when they rounds. Yeah.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Right fielder, number 33.
From the mud, I'm talking about the slums from a city where it's wicked. Most people scared to come. Scared to move, scared run to get their from the area was all about the funds. Put my people on.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next,
Tough game for him so far, Boog. Another hit, and they've just been knocking him around through the first 2 plus. He's got to get things back on track. Maybe junk a pitch that isn't working, or he might not last much longer.
Jason Giambi. He's 0 for 1. Runner on the go. There's a ball.
Outside.
Safe at second with a stolen base. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the last half of the third. And it's fouled away.
You know, these Athletics doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
That one to first, and that's a foul ball. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Boog, if you can set up a good 2-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
Next up for the A's, Mark McGwire. He's already homered in this game. And that is out of play.
Ball 1.
Action in the bullpen for Seattle. Randy Johnson getting loose out there. The 1-1 is fouled off. Carrasco leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Out there to center. Snags it on the run. And there are 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Number 19.
So man aboard. Here's the second baseman. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Oh, 0-2 now. Now he breaks his bat. Handles, throws to first. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. So one hit is all they get. On to inning number 4. It's the Athletics 4 and the Mariners nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Ken Griffey Jr. And the first offering, a fastball for a strike.
0-1.
Up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
Designated hitter, Edgar
And it
Martinez.
looks like they might end up challenging this one. Very close play. And we will take another look as well.
I couldn't tell in live action, that's for sure. And, you know, the umpire is so much closer to the play, and he thought he beat the throw, so we'll see.
Well, they are going to challenge the call. And so now the decision will be made by the umpires at the replay center back in New York. Another look at it. Senior, are you seeing enough to change the call?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, it's close, but I think after looking at it a few times, we can see that this guy's probably out, and could be a good use of the challenge right here.
Looks like we've got an answer, and he's out. They took a chance with the challenge, and it paid off.
The call of safe at first base has been overturned.
One down.
The batter
Edgar
has been ruled out.
Martinez now at the plate. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Inside corner for a strike, and the count is 0-2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
The M's yet to pick up a hit here. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 outs, base
Now
is
batting,
empty.
first baseman,
Richie Sexson up next for the Mariners. Swings through that.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count, 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And they have their first base runner since the first inning.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Late with the swing there.
0-2 is the count.
The Mariners down by 4. Top half of inning number 4. Caught him looking for the K. Mariners leave 1. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Swings through that one for strike one.
Well, he hasn't
0-1.
quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Got him swinging. Jason Kendall will hit next. He's 0 for 1. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that chance handled. Steps on first for the out. So digging in, Max Schumann. Single that drove in a run his first time through.
Schumann.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
0-1's the
Time
count.
asked for at the plate. Maybe an attempt to break up the rhythm that he's got going on the mound right now. That to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Rodriguez.
Hunter back to work. And he went. It's 0-1. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. The 0-2. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Raleigh takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Clips the corner, and it's 1-1.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
And that's through there for a strike. It's 2-2.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
The Athletics leading by 4, and we're at the top of the 5th. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. In the air to left center. Damon sizes this one up. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, 3rd baseman, Kyle
2
Seager.
down, base is empty. Kyle Seager up next for the Mariners. Fly to center his first time. This to 3rd. Slings to first, and that'll do it. Mariners go down quietly there. They're down 4-0.
Now pitching for
Back
Seattle.
now to start the bottom of the 5th
Number
and taking
35.
over on the mound, Paul Sewald.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of
Leading
them.
off,
Best
Royce
case scenario
Athletic.
might be if he can come in here and get several quick
Ricky
outs, kind of bridge the
Henderson.
gap that starter left for him.
Henderson, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
You know, these A's putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
That's to 3rd. Whips it across. 1 up, 1 down.
Oh, but we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Next up for the A's, Miguel Tejada.
0 for 2 in this one.
Down in the dirt, swing and a miss.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
Sexton snags it for the second out.
33.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Fought off foul. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering is fouled back. Oh, and 2 now. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for the A's. They lead 4-0. Now it's the second baseman, Dylan Moore. His righty-lefty splits there. Moore measures 6 feet even, 32 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2015. Swing and a foul out of play. That one ripped. And foul ball. To third, Schumann. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
Now batting, number 52.
Now it's going to be Ichiro Suzuki. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Inside.
Misses inside. And that's ball 1.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Next offering is in for a strike. The M's down by 4, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Inside, and it's 2-2.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Here's the 2-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Tapped softly on the ground, and it goes just foul. Two now. Comebacker to the mound. Throws to first. So they get the out after a long battle at the plate.
Now batting, number 24.
And up next for Seattle, Ken Griffey Jr. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't. There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Swing and a ground ball out to short. On the run, sent it over to first. Nicely done for the out. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Athletics 4 and the Mariners nothing.
Okay, you asked for it. About to go no string ab on him. I'm from that bully.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Jason Giambi.
Jason Giambi.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
Yeah, and I figured you would get
count.
Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Next offering is fouled back.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate.
0-2 now. This one in the air, center field. Griffey settles under it. One down.
Now batting,
Next up for the
number
A's,
25.
Mark McGwire. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
He was late there, strike one.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Soft contact in the air and foul ball. One down, base is empty. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Throw to first, out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone.
Now
He's
batting,
really
number
good
19.
hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Standing in is the power hitting second baseman. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
0-1's the count.
On the ground. Oh, he brings it down. Nice play. What a play. Inning over. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 7th inning coming up. It's the Athletics 4 and the Mariners nothing.
In the background.
And we're back.
Leading
Top
off for
of
the
inning number
Mariners,
7.
the designated
Now it's the
hitter,
DH, Edgar Martinez. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Hitting is all about anticipation, and right now this lineup is struggling with it. Their swings are mistimed, and it's produced a few ugly cuts here and there.
Goes down looking.
Man, he had the stanky leg on that one right there. That curveball just
Up
locked
next
him up.
for Seattle, first baseman Richie Sexson.
And now the first baseman, Richie Sexson. And there's a foul ball. Bases empty, one away here in the top half of inning number 7. That one to first, and that's just foul.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound. Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Fouled off left side. That one's in there, and it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side of the 7th.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's a...
Now pitching for
Gregory
Seattle.
Santos on
Number
the pitch
48.
here. He's pitching on 2
Gregory
days rest.
Santos.
So digging in,
Leadoff
Johnny Damon,
for the
1
A's.
for 2.
Center fielder, number 20.
And first offering is fouled off. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
That's to third. On to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
Max
2 outs. Bases empty. Here's the third baseman, Max Schumann. Cut on and lifted in the air. Rodriguez settles under it, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. We go to the 8th, and now for Seattle,
left fielder,
Julio Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
Hunter back to work. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Henderson moves under it. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, catcher Cal
Raleigh digs in now. And that drops in for a strike.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
2 down, bases empty. Now the third baseman, Kyle Seager. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 8. Mariners are down in order. They trail it here 4-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter now, Ricky Henderson.
Left fielder, Ricky Henderson.
And first offering is fouled off. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. Base hit center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that.
Ricky on the move.
Ball, that's
Pitch
out.
misses. Safe in second, and that was not close. And that makes it 30 stolen bases for him this season. And a foul ball.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Man at second. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout. No advance. Good job behind the dish.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
Jose Carrasco, the next to hit.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
On the ground to the left. Tags the runner for one.
Now batting, designated hitter, Jason Giambi.
And now the DH, Jason Giambi. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. Runner on the go. Pitch misses.
Oh, that's out.
Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game. The A's looking to add another. Runner on the go again. Pitch is low. And the throw's offline. Save at third. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
This is one of those situations where the pitcher may not really want to deal with the guy in the box, and you got to be aware of that. Take your walk.
3 balls,
I couldn't do
1
it,
strike.
but I think he can.
Two outs. On the ground, right side. And it goes just foul. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Looks like he's heading back out for the 9th as he'll go for the shutout when we get back. And we're back.
Leading
New
off
inning
for
getting
Seattle,
started.
second
And stepping
baseman,
in for the
Dylan
Mariners,
Moore.
Dylan Moore. Strike one.
And it really looks like these hitters have been
0-1
in
the count.
between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
To first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Now batting, number 52.
He's 2 outs away. Suzuki now at the plate. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And that one popped in the air, left field. And Ricky Henderson the grab. 2 up, 2 down. Well, they're down to their final out. Now the number 2 hitter, Ken Griffey Jr. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And that'll do it. The A's extend their winning streak to 5 in a row.
Really incredible performance on the mound. You know he's going to stew a little bit over that one hit that he gave up, because when you look at the body of work, so dominant, if he'd have made just one better pitch, perhaps he'd have a no-hitter.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.
Sometimes I hate taking trips to the lab. Got my pen and pad, booking instrumentals and smash. Catch the bus regardless. Trying hard to be an artist, but my thinking all be calling me out my zone into his office. Being cautious, still want my record to break. Asking me how I think my project.
Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. All set to bring you MLB The Show's Game of the Week. It's the Seattle Mariners going up against the Athletics. John Sciambi, Chris Singleton with you. We're in store for a Major League debut in this one, Singy. It remains to be seen what kind of career he'll have, but here's step one, and there's a lot of hope and optimism around him. This organization thinks he can be an impact player.
And from what I've seen and heard from people that follow prospects really closely, I do too. We may not see him light the league on fire right from the start, as there's usually a learning curve, but I think he has the skill set to be successful at this level for a long time.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about to get underway. And our starting pitcher here today, Barry Zito. Lots of punch-outs, a real strikeout artist singing.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Drag bunt back towards the mound. Tosses to first, and the first out of the game is an easy one. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm of the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
And a swing and a miss. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Cut on and miss. Curveball struck him out.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
And now, Edgar Martinez. Check swing called strike. And that is strike one. 2 out, space is empty. Up the middle. Over to first. Out number 3. End of a half inning of play. No score. Back here with my pal Singy. And today's starting pitcher, Felix Hernandez. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Ricky Henderson, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Ripped to short. Tosses across to first. And a quick out number 1. And time now to check out the A's lineup. And an important bat for them. Batting 5th in this one, Jason Giambi.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy's always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
And first offering is fouled off. Hard hit left side. Gets it to first. And here this afternoon, 2 quickly away in the bottom of the first.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
So up next, Jose Carrasco. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good.
Runner on the move. Pitches high. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
And that one fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. And it is 2-1.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
2-2.
And a pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Carrasco at second with 2 down. Next one misses. Counts full, 3-2. Good job to fight that one off. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Second inning set to go. So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Richie Sexson. Zito back to work. That catches the zone for a strike. 0-1. And that skips in the dirt.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, that's fouled off. And a swing and a miss. And 1 out now.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Henderson moves under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Batting 6th, left fielder Julio Rodriguez.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Carrasco settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that. So they make short work of him there. Down to the bottom of the second. We're tied, 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Leading off, Jason Giambi. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Yeah, a big swing and a miss. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely. If he's doing damage now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
And And that one fouled off. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Batting 7. Center
One
fielder,
gone, runner at
number
first.
20.
Next up for the A's, Johnny Damon.
He's been showing off some pop lately. 4 round trippers in the last 5 games.
Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man.
Oh, now this one gets way at the plate. And now a man into scoring position.
Can't imagine he's too happy with that one on the mound. Just one pitch after giving up the single, he basically turns it into a double.
And it's strike 2.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
This one in the air, right field. Smith in position and makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and the throw's offline, safe at third.
Batting 8. Catcher, number 18.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Kendall will hit next. 3 for 7 in the series so far. This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Next pitch misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Runner at third. 2 away. Swing and a high fly ball right field. He makes the grab, and that's the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We played 2 full, no score. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Lopez, a 6'2 southpaw, 205 pounds, and they traded for him earlier this year. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
And now we'll see one of the top prospects in baseball step in the box for his major league debut. Harry Ford. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. He's got it, and there are 2 outs.
Batting 9th, second baseman
Here's Dylan Moore. Moore working through some struggles lately.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
Top of the 3rd, no score. Next offering upstairs. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
That's a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Yeah, the batter now, Ichiro Suzuki. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw is still in time, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. One left for Seattle, and we are still scoreless. As we go to the last of the third, here's the second baseman, Max Schumann. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. Fouled off. He was late.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
And that is out of play. Here's the 0-2. Hammer, base hit.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Now at the plate, Ricky Henderson. And fouled off. Late swing, fouled off.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Nice job behind the plate there. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Number 19. Now the box comes up empty with a swing there. Just missed. And that one goes straight to the backstop. Schumann into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Carrasco digs in now. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
0-1.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the third and final game of the series. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
0-2.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 1 hit, 1 left. 3 innings complete. We're tied, 0-0. Back at the ballpark, and in this series, it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Swings through that one.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. swing and a ball lined out towards center. Damon makes the grab, one away. Now it's the Mariners DH, Edgar Martinez. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. At the plate, Richie Sexson. Hit on the ground, might be two. There's one, and that's two. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. And midway in the fourth, no score. Welcome back.
Leading
Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
First baseman, number 25.
The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
You know, these Athletics definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Outside with a breaking ball. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Here's a big power threat, Jason Giambi. This ball's chopped on the ground. And they get Giambi for the out.
Now batting, number 5.
So 2 down now, and here is Miguel Tejada. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Ground ball right side. The throw to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. No runs, no hits, no errors. We've played 4. We're tied, 0-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Cito back to work. And he grounds one to the right side. Schumann tosses to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Foul ball there. 1 out, base is empty. That catches the corner. Grounds one to short. Tejada. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Well, I definitely think the speed down the line played a factor on that throw. He had more time than he thought, but as a fielder, the speed of the game and the speed of the runner sometimes can get in your head, and he just rushed it and failed to make a clean throw.
Go ahead run on base. And up next for Seattle, Kyle Seager. His first at bat was a strikeout. In the air, left field, down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. And the 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. No, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. And we're at the top of the 5th. Got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Mariners lead 1, and we're still knotted at 0. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now, Johnny Damon.
Number 20.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Hauls it in for the out. And up next for the A's. Flied to right his first time. And a foul ball. Swings over the top of that one.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm. Sat down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
And that's downstairs. And a count 1-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand. Probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch. So got to stay ready for it.
And he chases that one. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Now batting.
Max Schumann up next for the A's. A single his first time. And there's a ball. Now fly ball to right center. Smith on his way over. And that'll do it. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. And we still have no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the second baseman, Dylan Moore. And there's a foul ball.
Well, these Mariners, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. One thing that stands out looking over the numbers is the amount of outs they have on the first pitch of the at-bat. They've given away too many at-bats with easy outs.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Going to count 1-2.
I'd really like to see him make an adjustment. Get more patient and start waiting for that right pitch. Not just the first pitch. I think that could make a big difference in this one.
Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Well, I think he's got to be feeling pretty invincible out there on the mound right now. I mean, he's got the shutout working so far, and even when he challenges these guys, he's getting away with it. That pitch right there really wasn't anything special, a hittable pitch, but he gets the punch out.
And now Ichiro Suzuki. That's a little bit low. Suzuki goes 5 feet 11 inches, 27 years old, and he was born in Japan.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
And that's a little bit high. And it's 2-1. All tied up, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swings and misses, struck him out.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
1 ball, 1 strike.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing at a high fly ball, well struck. Back there. And that one is out of here. He'll touch them all.
Most times the pitcher's asking for a new baseball, just like right there.
And now it's going to be Edgar Martinez. And the 0-1. And that one is inside ball one. The 1-1 is fouled off. 1-2 here. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swings and misses. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Left fielder, Ricky Henderson.
Hard ground ball, base knock.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. You see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the base.
Ricky runs. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. It sounded different than most hits coming off the bat. You don't need numbers to tell you the ball was hit extremely hard, but at 115 miles per hour, that's not an exit velocity you see very often. Very impressive. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
And here is Jose Carrasco. Throw to second, and great jump.
They're being real aggressive to put some runs on the board, get 2 runners now into scoring position. Excellent job of stealing second base and staying out of a potential double play. Now that can kind of backfire and kill your rally, but it worked out nicely. Now a chance to do some damage.
Go-ahead run at second here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Now pitching for
Trent
Seattle.
Thornton is forced to the mound after the injury.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
McGuire swings through it for strike one.
One strike.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Oh, right to the backstop. And he comes in to score the wild pitch.
That's one way to get your first run of the ball game across. You'll take that every day if you're on offense, and maybe that gets them going a little bit.
One away with a runner at third. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. Oh, and this one gets away. Tag, and he's out at the plate.
Man, that ball got far away from the catcher, but they still had time to throw out the runner trying to advance. Not pretty.
Two down, nobody on. Now a pop-up on the infield. Thornton makes the grab, And that ends the inning. So they get 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on. We're through 6 full, all tied 1-1. And we're back, all set for the start of the inning. And now for Seattle, Richie Sexson. Well, he's back out there to begin the 7th. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a little rough 6th inning there, but his skipper's got a lot of confidence in him. But trust me, they will keep a close eye on how he does in this one.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Henderson moves under it. Makes the catch. And there's 1 away.
Now batting, number 3.
Now it's the shortstop, Alex Rodriguez. 0 for 2 in this one. Right through there for a strike.
Calling it bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
And foul ball. Bases empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Now batting, left
Julio
fielder,
Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. Chopper right side. Schumann sends it to first. Rodriguez out of the play. That's the 3rd out. And 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. Still tied 1-1. On the mound now, Kenny Powers.
Well, home runs have been a problem this year. Not doing a great job keeping the ball in the yard so far this season, so we'll see if that factors in.
Swinging a foul straight back.
You know, these A's looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Griffey makes the grab, and there's 1 down.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
So digging in, Miguel Tejada. Got to be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with 1 swing. And a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Right side, hard hit. Slinging it to first in time. Next up for the A's, Johnny Damon. And what a two-way player. Not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. 101 on the gun. Swing and a miss.
Wow. That's not even close to the zone.
Backed off the plate that time. A's looking to put the go-ahead run on base. Swing and a miss. Blew it by him at 99.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
Fly ball center field. Griffey. And that will end the inning. So they go quietly there. 8th inning coming up. All tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Digging in, Kyle Seager. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Man, he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Henderson moves under it. Makes the catch for the out. Harry Ford up next for the Mariners.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
In the air on the infield, Halter. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Dylan Moore. On the ground, right side. In plenty of time. The first, third out, and that ends the frame. Nobody left for Seattle. Score remains tied 1-1. Now on the bump, Andres Munoz.
Now
here's the catcher to hit, Jason Kendall. This guy one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. Swinging a ground ball up the middle, and it's through for a hit. And the go-ahead run is on base.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Next up for the A's, Max Schumann, 1 for 2. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0.
This is a good situation if you want to try to steal a base. 9-hitter, and you're about to turn this lineup over, so get a little momentum as you turn it over.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Runner on the goal. Pitch inside. For the second. Save. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. And strike 2.
Just couldn't get that one down, and it's really just about catching the ball with the bat.
And a swing and a miss. And now 1 away.
I see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
Next to hit, Ricky Henderson. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt. That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. Smith makes the grab on the run.
Now batting, number 19.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the third baseman, 1 for 3.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
In the dirt,
No ball.
and an
1
excellent
strike.
job keeping it right there. 2 down, go-ahead run in scoring position. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
In the dirt, well done behind the dish. Chop to the left side. Seager sends it across the first, and we stay tied as the inning ends. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 9th inning coming up, all tied 1-1. And we're back, all set to start the 9th in this one. And now the right fielder, Ichiro Suzuki. Zito back to work. And that one fouled off.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
And he drops it down the third baseline. Can't pick it up with the bare hand. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
He was racing down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt and great hustle to get himself a knock.
Go ahead run on base. And up next for Seattle, Ken Griffey Jr. Check swing, and he went. That's strike one.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Runner takes off. Pitching for a strike. Throw. Save.
Now the go-ahead run's in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Man at second. That one hit to right. Carrasco brings it in. Runner tags at second. Save! And the go-ahead runs at third.
Now batting, designated hitter Edgar Martinez.
In now is the Mariners DH, Edgar Martinez. Right through there for a strike, but he's back in time.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the ninth inning.
With the go-ahead run at third, here at the top of the ninth. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out.
Dives, but it's off his glove. In to score is the runner from third, and he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. One down, runner at first. And here's the first baseman, Richie Sexson. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the A's bullpen. Barry Zito out of the game, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming up. We'll be back in a minute. So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Mason Miller.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
That's off the inside corner. 1-1.
One strike.
Hard on the ground to first. McGuire over to second. What a double play that was. Inning over. But they push across one run on 2 base hits. No errors and nobody left on. Hard of the order. 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Mariners 2 and the A's 1. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Matt Brash. He has a great slider with tons of movement. So digging in, Jose Carrasco.
Matt Brash.
He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base slugging too. Slider misses outside.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Hauls it in, 1 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
McGuire swings through it for strike 1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
And that one is lifted in the air. Griffey settles underneath it. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter Jason.
So it's their last chance in this one. Now the A's designated hitter, Jason Giambi. The outfield shifted pretty heavily towards right field. There's a swing and a miss.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Swing and a ball popped up. He's got it. Ball game. And the Mariners claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Well, you take a tie ball game into the ninth on the road, you know that you've got some work to do. You got to score, but then you've also got to get 3 outs in the bottom half of that inning. They did just that today. Very well played ball game. Get this win on the road. Everybody's happy with the W.